So, hello guys, this is Believe in Shadows here, and I thought I would do a rant today, so this is going to be my first rant, but I'm going to do a rant on worst artists. Recently I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and just like places on Instagram where people literally take art from, say, DeviantArt or another art website, and they post it and make fun of it. They make fun of, say, the artist's style, they make fun of what topic the art is about, or they make fun of the fact that maybe the anatomy isn't perfect or something like that. And quite frankly, I think it's horrible to do something like that. Especially since, like, you don't know who made that art. Do you, like, forget that the person that made that art is a person? Like, I think a lot of people forget the fact that all those drawings out there was a person sitting in front of a computer making that picture, and they tried really hard on it, most likely. So, honestly, it's like most of the people I think making fun of this art aren't artists themselves, and for that situation, I have to say, like, do you even try and draw? Can you draw more than a stick person? I mean, what is it that makes it fun to, like, insult other people's art? Why is it so fun? You're, like, making fun of something that someone probably sat and worked really hard on. And the worst part of it is like, a lot of the art they make fun of is clearly vent art. If someone is venting, like, their emotions or, like, the issues they're going through, and they decide to share that art on DeviantArt with the community, to get positive feedback, perhaps, or constructive criticism, and then instead of, like, getting constructive criticism or anything, they just get, like, shot down by people insulting it, saying that it's horrible. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. I don't care if you have your own opinions on whether it's funny or not. You shouldn't do that. God, it's horrible. Like, seriously, what if you sat for hours and you drew something, whether or not it was a great anatomy or whether or not it was a popular topic or whatever. You sat and you drew something, you made something that you were really proud of, and you tried your best on it, and then you posted it to share and hopefully get good feedback from it, and then you have a bunch of people take it and post it on their own website or in their own video and just sit there and make fun of it and laugh at it. And the worst part about this is a lot of these videos and a lot of these pages, like Instagram or whatever, I don't know, like, a lot of people like it. That's horrible. Like, seriously. People wonder why there are so many problems with this world, is people can be jerks. For God's sake, there's all this art, like, there's a person doing it. And what if you, like, insult someone who's just starting out? What if you insult a kid, like a young kid that's, like, just starting to draw, and yeah, maybe their art isn't perfect, but it's still something that they're working on and learning how to do, and then you insult them, and because they're, like, hurt by it, they don't want to draw anymore, and they stop. What if you stopped them from becoming an amazing artist? Some people have been telling me that my art's great because I've been sharing it on DeviantArt and on my YouTube page or account. Sorry. And I love the positive feedback. And some people have asked me, how do you draw so good? How do you do this? How do you do that? And it's like a long time of practice. When I first started, my art wasn't really that great. I mean, I worked really hard in it. I worked just as hard in it back then as I do now, but the anatomy wasn't that good, and I didn't really follow through with a lot of drawings, and I got put down a lot. Like, I had a lot of people steal my art. I had a lot of people say it was horrible. I had teachers and students around me when I was in school doing it, and they hated everything I did, everything I made. And the reason I kept drawing was just because of the fact that I used it to vent. It was the only way I had to vent my feelings. But for a lot of people, they might just stop drawing. Because some people do it as a hobby, they do it for fun. And when you tell them that their hobby is horrible and their hobby is wrong or that they're not good at something, they're probably going to stop. Or they might not be as good as they could have been. If I had been encouraged more, and if I hadn't had a bunch of my drawings stolen, I probably would be a lot better off than I am now. And for me to sit here on my computer, just, going around YouTube, wasting some time, and to come across a video literally labeled worst art of DeviantArt, or the worst drawings, or worst artists, or whatever you want to call it, and it's got like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 likes. It's like, oh my god, what is your problem? Seriously, like, do you not have anything better to do? If you put half as much energy into encouraging someone that you do insulting them, this world would be, like, substantially better. Like, seriously. It's I'm just repeating myself at this point, but it's really got me upset. It upsets me. It upsets a lot of people, and it's wrong. Probably gonna get spammed on, like, my comments or whatever for this, but, it's seriously, it's disgusting. It's horrible. You shouldn't, like, do that to people. There's an actual person out there that's sitting there, like, just making some art, just trying to express themselves, trying to draw, trying to be productive, and then there's other people out there that sit there and try and stop them and destroy the good things that they create. It's just wrong. Ugh. Anyway, so that's it, Now that I've kind of said my 2 cents on this matter, Believe in Shadows, out.